This is Pushpa here from Modern English High School. We will continue today with Standard 8th Science, Lesson 11, Force and Pressure Part 3. You all must have come across the word pressure. It is an important physical quantity. Suppose when we are walking on the road and somebody steps on our leg, we feel pain. This is because the sandals which we are wearing exerts pressure on the foot. Second example, when we hammer a nail, it goes into the wooden plank due to pressure. A pointed nail passes into the plank easily than a blunt nail. Similarly, when we use a knife to peel vegetables, fruits, etc., we need a sharp knife instead of blunt knife because sharp knife will exert more pressure than a blunt knife. It is because it is the area over which the force is applied that makes the task easier. So pressure can be defined as the force acting on a unit area of a surface is called force pressure. Pressure is force upon area. Smaller the area, larger is the pressure on the surface. Refer the figure 11.12. The area of the pointed end of a nail is much smaller than that of its head. The same force produces sufficient pressure to push the pointed end of the nail into the wooden plank. Similarly, sharp knife with same force produces sufficient pressure to cut vegetables and fruits. Next example is, shoulder bags are provided with broad straps. Greater the area, smaller is the pressure exerted. It becomes easy to carry the school bag with wide straps. Now refer the figure 11.13. Porters place a round piece of cloth when they have to carry heavy loads. By this, they increase the area of contact of the load with their head. So pressure on the head is reduced and they find it easier to carry the load. Dams have wide base, that is more area. High pressure exerted by dams can be bared on the ground. Next example, pencil heels cannot be worn on sandy place. Area is less, so pressure exerted will be more. Now talking about the term fluids. Fluids are that can flow. We include liquids and gases in fluids. Pressure exerted by fluid is called fluid pressure. Now let us understand this with example. We can refer the activity 11.8 and the figure 11.14. Our aim will be to prove that pressure is exerted at the bottom of the container. Take a transparent glass tube of length 15 cm and diameter 5 to 7.5 cm. Take a rubber balloon and tightly fix it over the one end of the pipe. Hold the pipe at the middle, keeping in the vertical position. Pour some water in the pipe. Note the height of water column and the rubber balloon. Pour some water again and see the height of water column in the pipe. Here the pressure exerted by water at the bottom of the container depends on the height of its column. More the height of water in the container, more is the pressure exerted at the bottom. So in the second case, where the height of water is more, the rubber balloon bulges out more. Now we'll come to activity 11.9. Refer the figure 11.15. Our aim will be to prove that liquid exerts pressure on the walls of the sides of container. Take a plastic bottle. We can use any soft drink bottle. Fix a cylindrical glass tube a few centimeters long near its bottom. We can do this by slightly heating one end of the glass tube and then quickly inserting it near the bottom of the bottle. Water should not leak from the joint. We should seal it if any leakage is seen. Cover the mouth with a rubber balloon as shown in the figure 11.15. Now fill the bottle up to half with water. The rubber balloon bulges out. This is because water exerts pressure on the sides of the container. Let us learn more about this. Refer the activity 11.10, the figure 11.16. Here the aim is to prove that liquid exerts equal pressure at same depth. Now students, take a tin or plastic bottle. Drill 4 holes near the bottom of the bottle. Holes should be at the same height from the bottom. Now fill the bottle with water. Water starts coming out with same speed. This indicates that liquid exerts pressure on the walls of the container. Now we have seen water coming out of leaking joints or holes of pipes. It is due to the pressure exerted by water on the walls of the pipes. Now students, fluids include liquids and gases. Let us talk about gases. Gases also exert pressure. Let us deal with an example. Take a balloon and inflate it. It increases in size due to air pressure. Suppose we have a balloon which has holes and we try to inflate it. We cannot do so because air passes through the holes and the balloon does not inflate. So from this we can say that air exerts pressure in all directions. Next example is air in the bicycle tube. It exerts pressure on the inner walls of the tube when it has puncture. Next topic, atmospheric pressure. The envelope of air around us is known as atmosphere. Pressure exerted by the atmospheric air at any point of the earth is called atmospheric pressure. Pressure is equal to force upon area. When force increases, pressure also increases. Whereas it is pressure inversely proportional to area, means if area increases, pressure decreases, and area decreases, pressure increases. Now students refer 11.17 picture. Atmospheric pressure is the weight of air in a column of unit area. If we have a long cylinder standing on unit area, then weight of air in this cylinder is the atmospheric pressure. Now how to know the magnitude of atmospheric pressure? Let us study from the activity 11.11. Take a rubber sucker, press it on a plain surface or a wall. It will stick to the surface or the wall. Air between the surface and rubber escapes out and rubber sucker sticks on it due to the atmospheric pressure acting on it. Now try to pull it. As the air pressure acts on it, it becomes difficult to pull it. The applied force should be large enough to overcome the atmospheric pressure. Next example. Atmospheric pressure decreases with height, so oxygen cylinders are carried by mountaineers. We need constant supply of oxygen. Oxygen molecules becomes less at greater heights. Blood vessels burst and this bleed through nose. Blood pressure of body is same, but the atmospheric pressure decreases with height. Now next example is of sea divers. They wear special suits while diving. Liquid pressure increases with depth. At the bottom, deep inside, sea divers have to wear special suits to protect themselves from high pressure, otherwise it may crush the body. Blood pressure and liquid pressure equalizes. Now refer 11.9. The boy is holding the weight of air column on his head. The weight does not crush the body as pressure inside the body and the atmospheric pressure equalizes and cancels the pressure from outside. See the above picture. A German scientist of 17th century, he demonstrated force of air pressure. Horses are pulling the metallic hemispheres in opposite directions. Due to air pressure, they cannot be pulled apart. Now students, the atmospheric pressure outside is so big that they are not able to pull it apart. The metallic hemispheres is not able to be pulled apart. Now students, in this chapter we talked about force and pressure. This was all about force and pressure. We'll continue in the next class, in the next chapter. Thank you.